What's up everyone? I recently got another 5 of a kind victory, this time it's shark, and I really wanted to share it with you. As you can see here, I started off very nicely if I'm going to go for shark, although I didn't know it at the time because I got 2 ants and 1 more in the shop. And as you might know, the new shark hasn't changed the ability that it gets +1/+2 for every pet that dies in battle, but if they die outside of battle it gets double the buff, so that would be like +2/+4. So you are really encouraged to freeze pills when you find sharks and have some good animals ready for you to pill, so that they get the sharks, that is, they get a buff, and the faint animal ideally would give you another benefit, so like an ant would give you extra stats. I remember talking to Grounded on Discord about 5 shark runs, and at the time I thought it was crazy, it was near impossible, and then after we talked on the very next day, he sent me a pic of himself winning a 5 shark team, and I was very amazed by it, so I wanted to try it myself, and by some miracle I got it myself as well. I think if I did a good job, this video should go up after Grounded's video, so I'll make sure to leave a link to his own video. Although shark benefits quite nicely from pills, I didn't pill that much because I just didn't find as many pills as I wanted. And instead of pilling, I just used generic scaling, like this double giraffe you are seeing right now. It's going to go in the team, of course. And I really wanted it to receive the snail buff because as a 1/3 it's kind of garbage. But when you buff it, it becomes quite nice. So I'm going to be making a little giraffe chain right here, buffing with otter, hopefully hitting the giraffes or the mosquito, because ant, even though it's big right now, it's going to be pilled eventually when I get sharks on the team. So the stats on it aren't going to matter that much. One hit lands on the end, but that's not a big deal. Also, I should apologize, I think, because when I was playing this run, you can probably tell by now that my internet was a bit weak, so you'll see some hiccups in the recording. Well, not in the recording, but in the gameplay itself, like some plays are going to take some time just because the game isn't registering my inputs very nicely. Although I was very happy with it, the run that is nonetheless, so I wanted to upload it. You can see here I'm preparing for turn 7, saving as many level ups as possible, maybe finding some pills. I have one is good enough, I think. And I was really hoping to get shark. Usually I don't have any sense of direction for what run I wanna be doing, but because I found such a nice ant so early on, I was really hoping for shark, and here it is. Maybe even another one if I'm lucky, let's see. I'm not gonna spoil it, although I know what I get already, and it's not a shark, it's a seal. Although I'm very thankful to have a pill in the shop that I rolled naturally, unlike my frozen one. And it hits the shark, which is doubly nice. This is the reason why I thought shark win was impossible, by the way. The position is just so tricky to get right, because you want it to receive buffs, but usually the animals that give buffs require you for the buff target to be in front of themselves, so like monkey for example, or the giraffe, as you can see here, they both require you to have a shark in front of them. At least in monkey's case it's even worse because it wants it at the very front, the shark. But I make a compromise later on, so I think that's why it worked out mainly. For now though, the shark I'm having right now is getting very big, and with the units that are going to die in front of it, it's going to get even bigger, so these rounds like here should be a breeze to get through. Although that one was pretty close, I don't know what would have happened if Ant didn't hit Shark with its buff. Let's see what I get on this turn 6. I'm in tier 6, it's a leopard, which isn't useful. You generally want a dragon or cat. And here I find the double monkey, and this is exactly what I was talking about, because I really don't want Shark to be in the front, because I'm sure that would make me lose some rounds, but at the same time I really do want it at the front because I need it to scale, otherwise I'm not going to be winning in the late game. So what I decide to do here is I pick up this shark I find in the shop, very luckily by the way, and I have it get buffed by the monkey. Meanwhile the shark in the back gets buffed by giraffe, and it also has some units it can devour so that it gets some buffs. I'm not sure, do I win this round? I do indeed, and it was hilarious because this is another double shark gamer. Respect to you, my friend. A lot of monkeys, which made me very happy at the time. Perhaps even too many monkeys, because I am freeze one here. Going for the level 3 monkey is a bit too crazy because I need the gold to find more sharks, and here's another pill. So that level 3 ant is going to be going soon, and hopefully that juicy buff lands on one of the 2 sharks. It's going to be like, what is it, a 50-50 shot? We'll see after this round. What happens here? Perfect. Like the trades all work out so nicely for me, it's very lucky. Both the shop rolls and the fights. Here is the pill, let's see what unit it lands on. And of course it's not a shark. You can see I'm not very happy with that, but the run is going so well that I don't mind it that much. I mind it a little bit, but not too much. And now finally, because I got melon on the shark, and it's also big enough, I think that it won't be too hurtful for it to be at the front. And we'll see this round if I pay for that decision. Thankfully no, because the opposing team is very weak. I had half of my units remaining. At this point in the run I was starting to panic a little bit because I have 8 wins already, but only 3 sharks, excuse me. So I was passing up some good units in order to find sharks, and thankfully I find one here. And that stake is going to be a big help if I remember correctly. Yeah, it takes out the hippo. Very lucky for me once again. You catch me repeating that I'm very lucky over and over again in these runs, but that's because these runs just require an insane amount, of luck to pull off. Yeah, you can see I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't find the 5th shark, and I'm winning too quickly. So I'm like hoping to position myself in such a way that I lose the next battle. And I was like, oh no, this team looks so weak, I'm going to defeat it. But this beautiful comp that my opponent was running gets him the draw, barely. And that made me really happy. Hopefully I roll a shark here. You already know that I do, come on, it's in the thumbnail. Here it is. And I even have a stake for it. and a melon for the big shark. Everything worked out perfectly in this run. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy as we destroy this team that we're about to face in a second. We do win this round, right? I think we do, yeah. Like, sub, do all the generic stuff. Another disgusting summon team. It's always a pleasure to defeat these. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.